Welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm sharing one of the most eye-opening financial guides ever created. A guide that explains why some people struggle their whole lives with money, while others rise to financial freedom, even when they start with nothing. And listen, before we dive in, make sure to subscribe, because this video is packed with lessons that can change the way you think about work, money, and freedom. And the upcoming videos will take you even deeper. Don't miss any of them. All right, let's start. 1. 2 financial worlds. And you must choose. 1. Most people grow up being taught the same story. Go to school, get good grades, find a secure job, work hard, retire someday. This is the script of the employee mindset, a mindset built on safety, routine, and predictability. But there's another world, a world where money becomes a tool you shape, instead of something that controls you. A world where people build assets, not just careers. A world where financial freedom isn't a dream, it's the result of thinking differently. These two financial worlds lead to two very different destinies. 2. Why most people work for money, and why the wealthy. For millions of people, life becomes one repeating pattern. Wake up, go to work, pay bills, repeat. It's a cycle powered by fear. Fear of losing a job, fear of not paying the bills, fear of not being secure, fear of starting over. And when payday comes, something else kicks in. Desire. Desire for comfort, fun, status, or relief from stress. New phone, new shoes, a small vacation, a car upgrade. Then the money disappears, and the fear returns, and the cycle restarts. This emotional loop is the rat race, a never-ending chase where money controls your life. But wealthy thinkers flip the equation. They stop trading time for money. Instead, they build systems that make money flow to them. Money becomes a worker, and they become the owner. 3. Fear and desire. The two emotions controlling most lives. Let's go deeper. Fear makes people cling to safe jobs. Fear makes people avoid taking risks. Fear makes people stay in the same place for 20, 30, even 40 years. The fear of being broke is so strong that many people choose a lifetime of limited opportunities instead of facing uncertainty. Desire is the carrot in front of the donkey. It pulls people forward with promises of happiness. If I just get a little more money, if I buy this new thing, I'll feel better. If I upgrade my lifestyle, I'll finally be satisfied. But after a short moment of pleasure, the desire fades, and the fear returns. This is how people get stuck in debt. This is how they lose decades. This is how their dreams shrink year after year. To escape, you must learn to think beyond emotions. Money isn't emotional, people are. 4. The first great lesson. Money is a mindset before it's a skill. People think money problems happen because of bad jobs, bad economies, bad luck, unfair systems, insufficient salaries. But the truth is deeper. Money problems happen because most people never learned how money actually works. School teaches math, history, science, reading. But school rarely teaches how to invest, how to recognize opportunities, how to build assets, how taxes work, how companies create wealth, how money grows, how to escape the rat race. The wealthy think differently because they learned differently. Before money changes, your mind must change. 5. I can't afford it versus how can I afford it? This is one of the simplest but most powerful ideas. People with a limited mindset say, I can't afford it. People with a wealthy mindset ask, how can I afford it? One closes the brain. The other activates creativity. One ends the conversation. The other opens a doorway. Great opportunities don't come to those who say, "I can't." They come to those who ask, "How can I?" Because that question forces your mind to work, explore, and innovate. 6. The real difference between an asset and a liability. This lesson alone can save people decades of struggle. An asset puts money into your pocket. Examples: a rental property, investments that pay dividends, a business you own, digital products, valuable skills, intellectual property. A liability takes money out of your pocket. Examples: a personal house with high expenses, a car with loans and maintenance, credit card debt, lifestyle upgrades, anything that costs money monthly. Most people mistakenly believe their house is an asset, but if it takes money out every month, it's a liability. Wealthy thinkers build assets first. Assets produce income. Income produces freedom. The poor and middle class build liabilities first. Liabilities produce payments. Payments produce stress. 7. Why job security is an illusion. People cling to job security as if it's the safest thing in the world. But ask yourself, is a job secure if a company can fire you tomorrow? If technology can replace your work? If the economy can shut down businesses overnight? If one boss can control your entire income? Security should come from inside you, not from an employer. Your skills, your assets, your financial education, these are the real security. Jobs come and go, but knowledge stays forever. 8. Work to learn, not to earn. This idea completely transforms your future. Most people look for the highest salary, the best benefits, the fastest raise, the safest position, but wealthy thinkers look for the best skills, the best experience, the best mentors, the best opportunities to learn. Because skills build income far faster than salaries do. If you learn sales, marketing, communication, investing, leadership, systems building, financial literacy, you can create money anytime, anywhere. This is why some people can lose everything and rebuild from zero. They didn't lose their greatest asset, their knowledge. 9. The real obstacles holding people back. It's not the economy, not the taxes, not the government, not the rich, not employers. The real obstacles are fear, fear of making mistakes, fear of losing money, fear of criticism, cynicism, listening to people who say, "That will never work. That's too risky. People like us don't succeed." Laziness. Not physical laziness, but mental laziness disguised as, "I'm too busy." Bad habits, spending before investing, upgrading lifestyle instead of upgrading skills. Arrogance, thinking you know enough, thinking you don't need help, thinking you're already right. Success begins when you overcome these internal barriers. 10. The importance of financial education. Money is a language, and like any language, if you don't speak it, you get lost, confused, and dependent on others. Financial education gives you confidence to make decisions, awareness of opportunities, the ability to grow money, protection against scams, long-term stability, freedom from emotional decisions. The more you learn, the less you fear, and the more you grow. 11. Building assets, the path to financial freedom. Here's what wealthy thinkers do, step by step. Create income from skills. Save money specifically to invest. Buy or build assets. Let assets generate income. Use that income to buy more assets. Let the system repeat automatically. Eventually, let assets pay for expenses, become financially free. This is not a quick process, but it is a powerful one. Every asset you build is like planting a money tree. It starts small, but with time, it grows, and one day you have a forest. 12. The power of starting small. You don't need a big salary, A fancy job, a perfect plan, or large capital you need. Curiosity, consistency, courage, and a willingness to learn. Many wealthy individuals began with small steps. Small savings, small investments, small skills, small businesses. What matters is starting. Even with $10. Even with simple ideas. Even with basic knowledge. Small beginnings lead to unbelievable futures. 13. Why most people never start. It's not lack of money. It's lack of courage. People say, I'll start when I have more money. I'll invest once I'm ready. I'll take a risk later. But later becomes never. The perfect moment never comes. Learning begins when you step forward, not when you feel perfectly prepared. 14. Think like an owner, not a worker. Workers focus on hours, tasks, salaries, benefits. Owners focus on assets, systems, leverage, scalability, cash flow. The mindset of ownership is what creates wealth. You don't have to own a big company. You can start small. A small service, a digital product, a simple side income, a skill you monetize, a growing investment. What matters is shifting your identity, from employee to creator, from worker to builder. 15. You don't need to be rich to start. You become rich. By starting people, wait for money to start investing. But investing is what creates money. People wait for confidence to take action. But confidence comes from taking action. People wait to stop being afraid. But courage is acting despite the fear. The moment you start thinking differently, your path begins to change. If today's video expanded your thinking or opened your eyes to a new understanding of money, then don't forget to subscribe. This channel is here to give you practical, simple guides that help you build real financial confidence. Step by step. And we have many powerful videos coming next that you definitely don't want to miss. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't just work for money. Learn how money can work for you.